Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, PBA. So, should James Harden consider going back to Houston? And if he does Houston, the fans in Houston, want him back, and should they accept him back? At the end of the day, we all know that James Harden pretty much quit on the Houston Rockets. He came into camp out of shape. He didn't play. He didn't play in particularly good just to force his way out of Houston. So my thing is, Philadelphia may not be offering him the type of deal that he wants. So he's basically using Houston as leverage to see can he get a better deal. Now, I don't know what James Harden's numbers is, but I don't have to look him up. I'll put it to you this way. James Harden today isn't the James Harden that he was like 4 years ago. Even when James Harden was playing some of his best basketball, winning scoring titles and everything, he still couldn't get over the hump and get to an NBA Finals and win it all. Keep in mind, they had the Warriors' backs up against the wall, and they ended up losing 2 straight games to the Warriors, and the Warriors ended up going to the finals. They just could not beat the Golden State Warriors. Almost did, but they couldn't get it done. And it was always a question about the same as Russell Westbrook. Could you win with James Harden as a teammate? I think what you call this situation with James Harden, he's just a guy who basically, he may be going the direction that LeBron is going. LeBron knows that he's not going to touch a championship ring unless he does something dramatic. Okay, which a lot of people are hoping he doesn't do. Right now, LeBron is just playing to, catch and surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer. I think James Harden might be wanting to ride the wave out, just play out the remainder of his years and his health as long as he can go and just make a big lump sum of money, because I don't see the 76ers being good enough to win a title. At the end of the day, it's all about, really, to me, it's all about the Bucks or the Celtics. If it isn't the Bucks that'll be representing the East in the finals this year, in all likelihood, it'll be the Boston Celtics. And the Boston Celtics look like they're the best team in basketball, and it looked like they're ready, they're equipped to win it all. You look at Milwaukee, there's some things you see with Milwaukee that they may have to correct, maybe, basically tweet before the trade deadline, and it could better their chances to not only get to the, Eastern Conference Finals, get to the NBA championship and win it all. But, as far as James Harden go, I think to a certain degree, I think he's where Russell Westbrook is at. I think maybe he could be one of those guys. He can go to a team, if he's really serious about finishing his career with a ring, go to a team where he can contribute, not be the vocal point of, the guy. Because I think that's where he is now. Me, myself, in my humble opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to you know what I'm saying? You don't have to disagree. It is what it is. It's just my humble opinion. I think that's where he is as a player right now. James Harden has a lot of, miles on him now. So if he doesn't decide to stay with Philadelphia, because he can opt out, he has the player option, he can opt out and seek unrestricted free agency. But at this point, what would you go back to Houston for? I hear Houston has a lot of salary cap space coming up. So why would they, I'm not going to say waste, because James Harden, to me, he's, when his career is over, where you fit James Harden as an overall player, what his Hall of Fame status is, whether it's first, second ballot. I mean, at this tenure in his career, he's at least second ballot if he doesn't get in on the first. So I think that's where James Harden is in his career. If he isn't, if he isn't going to stay in Philly, I think he should consider going to a team where he could just be a contributor. And that's just real. That's just real talk. And nothing's wrong with that. That happens with a lot of players. I mean, LeBron James, whatever going on with him, LeBron James playing this kind of basketball, at age 38 or whatever the case may be, just different. So that's all I have to say. I think James Harden should consider going somewhere where he can try to be a contributor or something. Just take a short-term deal, go somewhere he can contribute, and maybe see can he better his chances winning a ring before his career is over. And then if he wins that ring, whether he's, basically a key contributor, like I'm talking about, where he possibly is competing with somebody for finals MVP, or he just a dude that just contributes, makes shots when he needs to, and, is hosting up that, Larry O'Brien trophy. Then we'll be having this talk about, is James Harden the first ballot Hall of Famer, or second ballot Hall of Famer, or third ballot Hall of Famer? Me, myself, he's floating around in between first and second. I think if he wins a ring and he plays a major role in helping the team win a ring, I think you could say, okay, definitely first ballot. Anyway, it's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.